welcome to SnowRunner. So this is going to be Maine. We're starting off. We're going to pick up watchtowers and just explore out the map. This is a huge garage, holy crap. Now I know there's a bunch of stuff locked in the garage right now. We have to do a bunch of stuff to unlock stuff, but let's just, I guess I should have went out the other way if I want to get that watchtower. I mean, this feels more like a truck garage, for sure. Or at least like a trucking business operations garage. Okay, well that bridge is broken. Probably can't repair it either, so... I have heard a couple things about this region. I've read some stuff about it, just on the subreddit on occasion. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a bridge. It may not be this map, it may be the other map that, like, would be so great or so helpful if it was able to be repaired, but you can't repair it or something. Or like it looks like a bridge on the map, but it's just like a footpath. I don't know. I've heard something about it. I don't remember. I'm always excited though to do new... How do I get up there? Do I go up this cliff side? It's always exciting exploring new maps though, especially like ones that I've never been to. This is fun. I mean, I can just drive this truck up the side of the mountain, I don't care. I'm sure I'll have people complain that I am using mods and I like to use the Zeeks, and I know that's a Russian truck and this is a North American map and I shouldn't do that because it makes it too easy. But you know what? Worry about your own game, not mine. I do what I have fun with, and that's what's most important to me. Oh god, we're gonna... This truck like keeps moving whenever you stop. It's kind of weird. Alright. I guess we could work our way to that watchtower. I do want... I like to try to use the radar when I'm like in a spot like this so it clears the map. Just in case there's like a hidden upgrade there or something. I mean, I know I can use MapRunner to find those things, but I prefer to just find them if I can on my own and resort to MapRunner if I can't find something. So but yes, if you're new and this is the first SnowRunner video of mine you've watched, I will link the main mods I use in my description below. This truck is one of them. It is the F750 from the game, but it's just a modded version. It lets me do a little bit more than you can do with the regular one. Like, I can tow any type of trailer, so I can also tow scout trailers instead of just the regular trailers. Like, even though this is a scout truck, it cannot tow scout trailers. It can only tow the full-size trailers, but this mod allows you to do both. Has a couple extra add-on features, like there's a radar add-on that's super nice to have that I like to use, which this isn't even the right truck for it. Son of a bitch. This is the one I want. Here, so you can see I have this little radar thing on. You'll see it spin here. It's right on top of that like cage on the back window. Spins. It's just like the prototype exploration unit, except it's just a piece on the truck. I'm pretty sure that's a part of the mod. I don't believe that that is something that is in the regular game. I'm pretty sure it's part of the mod. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, you know, let me know for sure. But I do believe that it is just part of this mod. So now that we're back here, we'll just go the other way. I am going to keep it daytime just because it's easier to see, especially when I'm exploring. But we're going to take probably about 45 minutes or so. I usually keep the SnowRunner episodes at like 45 minutes. 30 minutes just never really feels like enough time, especially for a game like this where a lot of your time is just driving distances. Whoops, that's not the road. It looked like a road. The road just kind of disappears. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like 30-minute SnowRunner episodes, you'd get like nothing done in the episode. Like, so I'm just trying to. The episodes are a little long, I guess. You know, I don't know that someone's gonna watch the whole thing, but it's not really that important. I honestly, in my opinion, I prefer longer videos, especially if it's someone I enjoy watching. I prefer when they post longer videos. I know typically longer videos don't do as well on YouTube. Typically shorter videos that are like 15-20 minutes is ideal. But I don't know. I watch YouTube all the time, and I watch long videos, I watch short videos. So everybody's different though. I always hope to get new people watching my videos and sticking around. That's the dream, you know? It's always the dream. I feel like this, I mean, I've never been to Maine. I mean, obviously, I live in the United States. I have my whole life. I mean, I live in Maryland. I grew up in Pennsylvania, but I live, like, right on the border. So, like, I can drive, like, 5 minutes from my house, and I'm in Pennsylvania. But, so, like, you know, I've never been north of Pennsylvania, though, so... I've never even been east of Philadelphia. I've never been to New Jersey. Never been to New York. Where are we going here? Alright, we're going the right way. But yeah, so I've been across the country. I've been to California. I've even been to Hawaii. I've been to Florida a bunch of times. I lived in Florida for about 1.5 years. I went to a school down there. A tech school. I won't say which one, but if you know tech schools in Florida, you might know which one I'm talking about. Especially if you know I have a bit of a background in live production and sound mixing, stuff like that. So that'll give you a big clue as to what school I went to. I do work like part-time at a live theater nearby my house. It's a pretty big name theater too. It gets some pretty big acts for the small town that I live in. So that's kind of neat. I've worked a couple shows there of comedians like Ron White. Bill Engvall has gone there a couple times. I actually have a picture with Bill Engvall. he was really cool. He just showed up by himself and just talked to us all on stage. He didn't have anyone with him, no entourage. Just showed up. Flew into like our local airport. We have like a regional airport nearby. Flew in, rented a car, drove himself to the venue, and I mean, I could drive over there and pick those up, but that's kind of out of the way. We'll do that another time. But yeah, so he was just a really cool guy. Ron White was not as cool. He was a bit of a, I don't know if I want to say asshole, but he was a little full of himself, that's for sure. And fun fact about Ron White, he will not perform at a venue if he cannot smoke a cigar and drink whiskey on stage. It's a requirement of his, so if he can't do that, he will not perform at the venue. And the venue I work at is a historic theater. So they have to like jump through hoops with the fire marshal and all that stuff to allow him to smoke a cigar on the stage. They have to put down like a special rug on the stage because it's a wooden stage. They have to put down like a special rug on the stage and all kinds of stuff in order to allow him to do it. But he performs there like every single year. I think he's still performing. He definitely has the past couple years. When I worked the Ron White show, though, it was like 6 years ago, so it was a while ago at this point. I work there a lot less now that I have children, just because it's hard to work that kind of job when you have children. It's typically long hours, and you're just gone for a long period of time. My wife works retail, so she doesn't have, even though she's the general manager of her store, she doesn't have set schedules, so she works closing shifts sometimes she has to be there early, sometimes she actually has a big work convention trip coming up in a couple weeks, so she'll be gone for like 5 days. They're going to Las Vegas this year. So yeah, that's a little background on my life. I really am kind of just a stay-at-home dad at the moment. I mean, I do work part-time at the venue I was just talking about, but I did lose my main job pretty much 3 years ago at this point because of COVID. I was a operations manager of a local movie theater. It was not a big chain, it was more of a private theater. And then we did get sold to a larger company, but it still wasn't like it wasn't Regal or AMC or anything like that. But the company that bought it from the local owners there was like 19 other theaters or something. But we were always like the top 1 or 2 out of the whole company for like sales and all that stuff. And we had the best inventory out of the entire company, and I was the one that did our inventory, so I was always pretty proud of that. I counted everything every week and ordered everything every week, did monthly counts and all that stuff, and we always had the best inventory. And I was actually set to get like a huge bonus in 2020, but obviously we shut down because COVID, and movie theaters weren't allowed to operate basically because it was non-essential business. So we shut down, the company went out of business entirely, and the theater sat empty for well over a year. And then the people that sold it originally to the company that went out of business bought it back, and now they have their own company going now, where they only have 2 currently. They're about to open a 3rd one. But I don't know, I've kind of lost a lot of respect for them because they didn't call any of us back, like any of us management, none of us. And I mean, they knew us for like 12 years, and we ran that theater so well, and they were always so proud of us, but then they just didn't call any of us back to see if we wanted to come back. And I interviewed a couple times for a position, but they didn't have a management position to offer me. So they offered me to come back as a floor staff employee, which is basically like the concession stand, or like, you know, being an usher, like sweeping floors. And like, not that I'm against, wow, this is crazy. Not that I'm against doing that. When I was a manager and I was working, I would always help clean theaters and whatever. I'd help at the snack bar. But like, I'm not going to come back and work a minimum wage job for something I have 10 plus years of experience in. It felt wrong, and you know, I don't know. I felt very slighted because of that. So I don't know. I've seen them since. Like, one of them was at the live theater that I work at, because I do a lot of events there too, because this theater also has like a ballroom, and they do a lot of, you know, other things like weddings and any other kind of event that could use like a ballroom or an event space. It does a lot of stuff there with that as well. And there was a father-daughter dance, and the one brought his daughter, and I avoided him pretty much all night. And then there was a point where I had to come out because I had to go fix something that was not working in the ballroom. And he saw me, and he like said hi and asked how I was doing, and I just responded, but I didn't return the greeting. So I don't know if he took that as like an FU, or if he just didn't care, because that's kind of the person he is. We honestly didn't have the best relationship whenever he was kind of in charge of us. He was like the COO of the business before we were sold to the company that went out of business. And there was an issue one time with inventory, and it was during like it was one of the Star Wars movies, one of the episodes, one of the newer ones. I think it was whatever episode 8 is, like the Rey trilogy and like the Kylo trilogy. But anyway, we ran out of kernels, like popcorn kernels, which as a movie theater, you know, you need to have popcorn kernels. It's pretty important. But like, it wasn't necessarily my fault. I ordered a ton, and we ran out, and you literally couldn't find kernels anywhere. Like, we have a Sam's Club nearby. We have a couple Sam's Clubs nearby in the different cities surrounding us, and none of them had kernels to buy. And I'm pretty sure, even because we have like a Regal in our town as well, and I'm pretty sure they were running out of kernels, so they were trying to get kernels everywhere. You like literally couldn't get kernels. It was insane. And it was all my fault, and I was the one that got in trouble for it. No one was trying to help me deal with the problem. They were all putting it on me, and he got mad at me and wanted to like fire me for it, which was just ridiculous. And the GMs like stood up for me, because we had two. It was like a co-GM situation. They stood up. Well, the one stood up for me. The other one, he was just kind of he didn't like want me to get fired, but he wasn't like standing up for me as much as the other one was. He was just not very helpful. He ended up actually getting let go by the company that took over before COVID happened, and they kept the female. They got rid of the male. She was awesome. She was the one that promoted me to operations manager, all that stuff. But anyway, long story short, he just, after that, we kind of just never had the best relationship. I wouldn't say he like didn't think I was good at my job, because after all of that blew over and everything was rectified, you know, we had a conversation, and he had told me that he was, you know, he thought I handled the situation really well, and I managed to work everything out. But I don't know, we just, our relationship after that was always just kind of rocky, in my opinion. So, and then there's everything that happened after COVID, when they took back over and they basically staffed it from their other location. I don't know. I've rambled on about this long enough. No one cares. But, so that's just kind of what I've been doing. It's just, it works out better for my family, for me to just kind of stay home, and we don't have to worry about daycare. I mean, my one son is in school. He's in kindergarten, but my other son's obviously not old enough, so we'd have to pay for daycare if I had a, you know, it's a normal job. And unless I have a job that's, you know, decent income, it's really just not worth paying for daycare. Daycare's expensive. If you don't have kids, be grateful that you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, because daycare is insanely expensive, and you basically have to, like, justify the job you have is good enough to pay for it, because otherwise you're just basically working to pay for daycare, and that's just not worth it. So yeah, so I work part-time, pick up shows and events when I can, and it works out for my family, so that's what we do. And then I just make videos for fun. I mean, I don't make any money off YouTube, but it'd be great if I did, but I don't yet, so hopefully someday I do. That'd be awesome. I love making videos. I think it's fun. I enjoy playing games and talking. I really enjoy making tips videos. So, you know, I hope you check out some of those if you're interested in any of the games I made tips for, like Callisto Protocol. I made quite a bit for that game. And I made a couple SnowRunner tips videos, but, like, I'm not the best to go for SnowRunner tips. I mean, I know, like, some tips, but I just wanted to activate that so I know what I have to do. Sometimes you have to, like, have a truck that you need to deliver something with, so I just like to activate it so I can view and see what I have to do. Alright. Oh, I should have went out and got that upgrade. Crap. Oh no, I wasn't even over there. Well, actually, yeah, I was. Whatever. I don't know. The main thing right now is we're just collecting stuff, and we are picking up watchtowers. Alright, I was confused on what direction I was facing. This way, right? Yeah. I'll go out here and turn left, I believe. So yeah. So back to the game. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna pick up these two tasks that are over here. There's one right here. This is a very neat area. I like it. It's kind of cool. There's lots of trailers laying around with stuff. But the goal of this is literally just exploring. That's what I always do when I start a map or a new region. I just always explore. And it's a cool bridge. But yeah, I always explore the maps like this, and I always just go around, pick up watchtowers, and collect any task I come across so that I have it on my menu so I know what to do. A lot of times you need, while I'm over here, I'm going to hit my radar. A lot of times, you know, you could need something for the area and you just don't have it. So it's just nice to be able to be prepared and know what you need to bring over. This is a really pretty region, though. I really like it. I like the snowfall. That water's really loud. Alright. Let's keep going up this way. We'll hit this watchtower. There's a lot of water. Holy crap. Not the smart way to go, clearly. Do I drive over the rocks? Yes. Looks like we do. That's some heavy flow, too. Holy crap. There's lots of flooded road, too. Of course, that's how you get to the freaking... I'm gonna hit another radar here. I like to clear all the fog. So that's why it's nice to have this radar in the truck. That way I can just... And it has a pretty wide area of effect, too. You can see it cleared all the way up to there. Alright, so we're gonna hit that watchtower. There's 2 more watchtowers here. The watchtowers are gonna clear most of the map. This isn't one of those maps like the first map on Kola Peninsula. You have to use that radar because there's only like 3 watchtowers, and they don't open up a whole bunch of the map. Oh, this isn't the way to go. I actually had someone comment on one of my tips video for SnowRunner, and like, you know, nothing against this person, like they're, you know, just whatever, but like, I mean, they're not wrong. Like everything I've said in my video is no different than what any other person that's posted videos about SnowRunner tips has said, and like, I don't know, it kind of felt like a bit of a silly comment, because like with that mentality, like just because someone posts something on YouTube, then what, no one else is allowed to make their own video and post it? Like, it just, I don't know, it didn't really make sense. And like they made a comment on the fact that I said like I had like 300 some hours on SnowRunner, and honestly I don't even know. Because I have 2 different versions of the game. Like, I originally played this on PS4, and then the PS5 version released, so I, you know, downloaded that version, so it basically reset my playtime essentially. And like, I can't even, I mean, I'm sure I could figure out a way to view. I think if I go to my trophy screen, it'll show the hours played for the PlayStation, the PS4 version. But for the PS5 version, I'm already over 100 hours, so I have to have well over 400 on the other version. I don't know, but like, they made a comment on that, like, ooh, I remember when I had 300 hours on SnowRunner. It's just kind of like, I mean, I know it's just a troll, and it's just someone that's, you know, like a keyboard warrior, and that's fine. Comment on my video. All it does is increase interaction, and more people see my video. So, I don't care. I don't really understand why people feel the need to make comments like that. It just never really made sense to me, but I've never been that kind of person to where I have to, like, make a dig towards someone else's, like, content or whatever. I don't know, it's just not really my style. It's not something I would do. I would never, like, make fun of someone in, like, a harmful way, or, like, I don't know. Constructive criticism is great, and constructive criticism is, you know, wanted. I would love for you to tell me how I could do something better, or how I could, you know, make my content more enjoyable to watch. Absolutely tell me that. But there's a way to do it without basically telling someone that they suck. Not that this person said that specifically, but it kind of felt like that's what they were implying. Like, your video sucks, there's plenty of other better videos out there. Whatever. And there absolutely is probably better videos than mine. I haven't been doing this that long, and I'm just doing it for fun. So I'm sure there's other people that make better content than me. I would actually expect that. So, anyway, that's the end of my rant. Let's see if the radar actually does a bigger circle than that. No, I don't think it does. See, like, look at all that freaking gray. It's kind of annoying. Well, when I go to that warehouse, I'll have to hit the radar. Is there another way down? Can I go back that way? Looks like it. It's steep. I don't really have any other game to play right now, though, because I finished... I mean, I wasn't recording it. I was just playing it on my own, but I finished hardcore mode and contagion mode on Callisto Protocol, and I made a couple videos on those, mainly like tips on the differences between the two modes and just some other things. But so I don't really have anything else. Like the only thing I'm really recording right now is SnowRunner. So I don't know, I usually do 2 games at a time, but maybe we'll just stick with SnowRunner for a little while, because the end of the month, the end of April, is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I definitely want to play that. So like I don't know that I want to start something else right now and not be finished in time for that. The only other game I could think of starting right now would be Horizon Forbidden West, and that's going to be a long game, so, because, you know, that's an open world game. I could imagine it's going to be at least 50 plus episodes, so that's going to push it way past 1 month of episodes, so I don't know. And I don't really want to stop SnowRunner, because I enjoy SnowRunner. And my SnowRunner videos actually do get some views, so I don't know. Kind of unsure what to do here. I may just play SnowRunner for a little while. Just have 1 upload a day. Which, if I do that, my 1 upload is just going to be at 5, because 5 p.m. is like the time that my videos do the best that I've found. Kind of seems like a good window. What is this, a swamp? Man, even for a modded truck like this, this is slow. And is this water? I can't really tell. Oops. Nothing to winch in front of me. What is this? It looks like a Yar? I'm not sure. I don't know some of the scouts. I don't really use these kind of scouts, to be honest. I prefer more utility scouts like this or the Lodestar. Scouts that actually have some meat to them. I don't like these like little, especially like the little cars, like the Don 71. Like, why would you use that? I never really understood that. Man, we are creeping. Oh, that's a Scout 800. Where does it even need to be delivered? All the way over there. Wow. Alright, let's hit a radar since might as well. By the way, this does still require gas, so it's not like it's that cheaty where you'll see here radar scanner, it still needs gas, so it's not like I'm completely avoiding towing the trailer and having to use or having to worry about the trailer having gas in it to scan. Like, it still requires gas. So in my opinion, it's not really that much of a cheat. I just think it's more quality of life that you don't have to tow that stupid trailer. a lot of like, I remember reading some stuff about this map that like there's not a lot of roads. And I definitely see that. There is not a lot of roads. Man, sorry, my throat got really dry and scratchy. And then I sneeze. At least muted for that one. Jeez. Oops, I forgot I was in low. I was like, why am I going so slow? Man, I cannot. My throat is just like killing me now. Log station. Okay, let's do a quick scan. Can I cross here? Ooh, that's a waterfall. You definitely can, but it's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. I don't want to fall down the waterfall. No. Come on. You can do it, truck. We're going down. Oh. I think we're effed. Just gonna have to recover. That's fine. We'll just go up this way now. I would like to at least get that last watchtower before I end this episode. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It's kind of far. We're running out of time. We have about 5 minutes. We might be able to do it in 5 minutes. I don't know.
I need to try to get up to that road somehow. I should just be able to go up this hill. Looks like I can go up here. This truck will pretty much climb anything, so I almost, if it wasn't as like unevenly rocky there on that waterfall, I probably could have made it back up. The truck wanted to go up, but it didn't have anything to like grip onto, so I just couldn't get up. There we go. Made it. Okay. So we're good there. Let's just go. We should be able to get to this watchtower. And once we get the watchtower, I'll end the episode, and that'll do it for... It'll mainly do the exploration of the first map. We'll obviously just organically get it the rest of the way as we go around and do some tasks and whatnot. Way. Jesus. I see the watchtower in the distance. I hate trees like that are laying across the road. Man, that's far. I don't really want to get stuck in another one of these really slow. Oh my God, come on. Like, why do they have to put these right on the... It's right there. I just need to get to some solid ground. Get me out of this. it's a, although that could be a thing. The one on Dawn looked like that too, so I didn't go in it because I didn't think it was a task. But we need to get this watchtower so I can end the episode. I can't even see where I'm going, to be honest with you. And we made it, I think. Where is it? Right there. Oh, there's stumps. Don't you dare get stuck on this stump. Why is there stumps? Such a freaking troll move to just put stumps there. Alright. Well, that's it. We're going to end this episode here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. And stick around because we'll be back and we'll be clearing this region 100%. So leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. See you next time. Have a good one.